Hi everybody, this is Deborah coming to you from Transwest RV in Belton, Missouri. Today I have the privilege of showing you the Newmar Baystar Sport model. Now a lot of people are like, why are you showing us the Baystar Sport? Well, I'll tell you why. This is such an excellent value for somebody that's never owned an RV before. We have a lot of ladies that come in that want to travel, they want to go explore the United States by themselves, but they don't want something too big or too small. They want something that kind of feels like a nice little apartment on wheels. This is perfect for that type of customer, and I've got a few of them that have traveled across the United States that hopefully we can introduce to you guys at a later time and date. However, I wanted to show this to you today just to show you the advantages that you have with having this shorter coach. For one thing, it is on a Ford V8 engine. For those of you that know anything about that particular chassis, it's tried and true. It's been around for a really long time, and Ford has had great success with it. There haven't been a lot of issues with it over the years, which is always really nice information for RV owners, because as you know, with all the maintenance with RVs, you want to come in just for regular maintenance, not because something's going wrong with your chassis. Another great thing about this particular vehicle is that you've got a ton of storage. Now right here on the first door, you're going to see there's actually propane in there. You do have a gas stove inside, so you do have a full propane tank in there where you can fill up. That way as you're traveling, you can cook and grill and everything inside peacefully and easily. We also have the deep cycle batteries in here. This time of the year especially, that's really important on these gas coaches because it does tend to dive pretty deep. You always want to be able to pop in and get it to start up right away, which thankfully this morning, it's a little bit cold, we were able to get it started up immediately, able to travel, not have any issues with it. There's a little bit extra storage here. You also have plug-in there, as you can see. So if you're wanting to use an outdoor grill, if you're out tailgating, or if you're needing to use it for other purposes, maybe you want to wash your car or something with a pressure washer, you can. Over here, as we're going down a little bit further, we've got your water connection. Very simple. I love how Newmar makes them extremely easy to read. Now, when you come into Transwest, you will have a walk around with a certified technician that's going to go over all this equipment with you and show you exactly how it works. But if you're taking in a lot of information at one time, sometimes it's hard to remember everything that they told you. I know myself, I struggle a little bit with ADHD, so I do tend to take a lot of notes, but having your video available is great because you can just tag it. Now, if there's something small you need to remember, it'll be on there. We encourage that when you come in for your walk around. But of course, if you have questions, you can always feel free to give us a call as well. Like I said, though, I love how they make this really simple by tagging it this way. So if you did forget something, it's very, very easy to know exactly where that hooks up if you've never owned one before. Now, there's a little bit more storage here as well. I love that they put the fill tank a little bit higher, so it makes it very easy to access when you do pull in somewhere. And then we have more storage over here too. One thing I failed to point out, which I love, is these all have lights in them that you can turn on. So at night, if it's really dark when you pull up, there's a little button in there that you can turn on at every single bay so that you could actually have some lights on. Your plug-in cord is right here. They've made a nice little indentation here to make it super easy to put in and out, so you can make sure that the doors are closed real solid when you are getting ready to head in for the night. Another thing that's been really popular with this particular model, you're going to see across the industry as a whole, I know Newell has become really popular for this as well. A lot of people love these new seamless windows. They're absolutely beautiful from the outside. This is something that you typically wouldn't see on a smaller gas coach like this, but in the fashion of Newmar, they are known for being kind of upscale with what they do. They want to make this as luxurious as possible, so you get the best bang for your buck. Just because you're starting off with a gas coach doesn't mean you can't have the luxury that you would feel in something that costs a little bit more as well. So they've made a great combination of that with this. Once again, we've got our logo over here showing us the Baystar Sport. This is a sport model, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than some of the other ones on the market. But like I said, it's incredibly popular. We do very well with these. We saw quite a few of them. There's more storage over here. You actually have some water systems for the back of your coach behind that wall there. But this Onan generator is absolutely amazing. You know, if any of you are currently RV people, as you probably know, generators were a big deal during COVID because they were kind of hard to get your hands on. But this is one of the best brands out there. They are tried and true. They run strong, they run clear, and people absolutely love these. With it having 5,500 on the power there too. It's going to keep it nice and cool in the summer and nice and warm in the winter, which is what we're getting ready to go into right now. So we've got some more room in the storage bay over here. You're going to see there's another plug-in. You've got some of your electrical components in here as well. But what I love about this Baystar is there's a ton of room for extra storage underneath. A lot of times when people are going smaller, that's the biggest complaint that you hear from people, especially if they're going to a Class C or a Class B. A lot of times they're like, I don't have anywhere to store anything as we're traveling. I need more storage. If I want to go full time for the winter or full time for the summer, I need more space. So the nice thing about going with this smaller gas coach is you've got a lot of extra storage under here. Now this particular model is the 3225. We do have other models available as well, so if you want to stop by the dealership, feel free to at any time. The number here is 816-602-3433. We work by appointment, so feel free to give us a call. If you're in the area, feel free to give us a call when you're on the way. We'd love to work you in. My name's Deborah, and like I said, I'm going to show you some more interesting features on this beautiful coach. Hi guys, it's Deborah here again with Transwest RV in Belton, Missouri. We're inside this absolutely gorgeous Baystar Sport. Now, like I told you before, one of the things I love about the Baystar Sport is even though it's the entry level for the Newmar coaches, they still have really good quality in here. So bang for your buck, you're getting a really nice coach. Even though it may not be $1 million coach, it's still made with really high quality. We're going to show you that in the bedroom. So one thing I love, especially being a single woman, is that they do give you a king size bed. So just because you're a queen doesn't mean you can't still have a king. It does have a beautiful big king size bed. I love the fact they give you a ton of storage underneath here. Now there is a nice big cushion right here, which will actually go in the front to make your table in the front into a bed for either your dog or your child or maybe a guest that you have come over. But underneath here there's plenty of space on each side where you could either hook up a CPAP machine. For me it would be cowboy boots. Maybe you have ball caps or something that you want to store in a nice place that don't get crushed. So there is spots on each side of the bed. There also are little tiny cabinets on each side of the bed where you could store batteries, cell phones, whatever small utensils or tools maybe that you need. And there are plugins on each side. I also love the fact this is on shocks, so it makes it super easy to clean everything all around the bed. And there's tons and tons of storage. Now you're gonna hear it go down. It is pretty heavy because it's a very high quality mattress in here as well. One thing I really, really like, it's a newer feature which most of you that already have Newmars know about, but there is a little touch screen up here too, so you'd be able to turn on all the lights if you're in bed. So if you're sitting here using your laptop, maybe writing a novel or reading a novel, you'd be able to turn off all the lights or turn them on. Don't have to get out of bed. If you're watching TV and you just feel tired and you don't feel like shutting everything down, you could just do it from right here, which is kind of nice as well. If you hear a knock on the front door, you'd be able to turn on all the lights from your bedroom, which is really cool while you grab your robe or whatever. Up here, there are actually places where you could plug in a CPAP machine. There's room for the cords to come down as well. So for anybody that needs one, it's just really nice to know it's there. Or if you have a guest, maybe a brother-in-law or a mother or somebody that comes in and stays with you for the weekend, it's nice to know they could borrow that area. I went ahead and opened these up so you could see it. And I'm gonna open this completely up so you can see how much room is in here. But I was trying to give our camera lady Katie a little bit more room with that camera. Nice, deep, great drawers. I like that. I love the fact that this is really heavy and secure too. So if you have a lot of really beautiful dresses, or maybe for guys that like to wear suits occasionally, you can hang as much stuff up in there as you want and you'll have a lot of room. The mirrors obviously make it look a lot bigger in here too, but it's nice to be able to look in it and kind of prepare yourself for the day without having to be in the restroom if somebody else is in there as well. Lots and lots of cabinet space. Who doesn't need more cabinet space? The beautiful part of that is if you are going from region to region, let's say you're traveling from here to Alaska, you'll be able to store a lot more different types of clothes for your next adventure. For people that like to go south, maybe you'll have tons of swimsuits and sandals and things like that as well. You do have a really beautiful TV here. They also give you some extra room for wiring down there. So if you did want to bring like an older Blu-ray, my son still loves DVDs, even though like he can stream everything now. He has his favorites that he wants to see, so he could actually hook up a DVD player to that as well if you wanted to. I love this room. There's tons of space. You're going to see plenty of room to walk around in here. That's really rare in a coach this small. Another thing, which we do have this down just to give us a little bit better lighting, but this window is absolutely gorgeous. If you're going hiking in Colorado, or you're going to be by the water, by the beach, or wherever your adventure takes you, you'll be able to see the beautiful outdoors. And as you can see all the additional RVs that we have for sale here right now. So Newmar is one of our premier brands. We love Newmar product and Winnebago product. We have a lot of them in stock, so feel free to check out our website as well. One more small feature, which I always forget to talk about, but it's so wonderful. Today it's just a little bit chilly outside, so your heat and your air conditioner go through these ducted vents, but you do have a really nice air conditioning system. It's 13.2 that's set up for this particular coach. So it's already warmed up in here really quickly, which is really nice on a day like today. We've got quite a bit of storage area right here next to the refrigerator, especially for a 32-foot coach. I love that because it seems like you can't ever have enough groceries when you're going a long distance. For me, I like to eat really clean sometimes, and sometimes it's hard to find those kind of things, so you can put lots of canned vegetables and things like that, so you can have them stored and ready for when you get to your destination. You also have a Norcold refrigerator, very popular brand. It's really well known in this industry. A lot of people really like it. It's known to be a really good quality brand as far as that part goes. The door folds in Newmar fashion. For those of you that haven't owned one before, the reason the door folds in is so that when the slide is shut, you still have plenty of room to get in the restroom or get into the refrigerator. You're gonna see the interior in here. I'm gonna let Katie give you a little peek at that. It does have a really tall shower, which is great. So if you have a taller spouse or taller family members, most of my brothers are, pretty tall, 6'4", 6'7", or my tallest stepbrothers, which is kind of nice. So they've got plenty of room. They could get in there and get a shower. You've also got quite a bit of cabinetry, and they've got really beautiful cabinets in there as well with lots of room to be able to put your toiletries and things like that. In our kitchen area, there is a propane stove. I know that on a lot of the higher end coaches right now, everybody's going all electric, but I'm still tried and true with the old gas stoves because they cook clean, they cook even. It's really great. You also, I love this part too. A lot of coaches nowadays just have a convection oven, but I like having an actual baker's oven, especially with the holidays coming up. Maybe you want to make a special cake or some cookies or something for your relatives when you get to the destination. You'd be able to do that with this. There's a very deep, well-made, heavy drawer right here too. So you'll have plenty of room to put pans or whatever else you're needing. There's going to be a lot of remotes. They give you some touch-up paint. Everything that's in here, your technician, when they go through the walkthrough with you, will go over all of this. So if you've never owned one before, we'll make sure that you're really comfortable with everything before you leave. That way, when you go on your first adventure, hopefully you will feel a little bit more comfortable with how everything works as well. There's also a nice tray area down here too. So nice big whirlpool microwave. So if you got to make popcorn or you want to heat something up, you can do that. Part of the reason I open these up for you, everybody always wants more storage. It seems like no matter where you go, people are like, I just need more storage, especially if you're used to traveling a lot. You pick up little things or you find spots that are your favorite spots to store certain plates, maybe certain collectibles that you catch along the way. One thing I like about Newmar is they haven't went down in quality. When you're feeling the actual quality of this build, when you come into a Baystar Sport, check it out, because it's literally the same quality that they're using like in your higher end coaches and your Ventanas, your Dutch Stars, your Mountaineers. Really good quality build, and they use really good hardware. It's not that cheap press stuff like you might see on some competitors, which we won't name names, but it's out there. So as you're shopping, check that out. These are made extremely well. Really beautiful cabinetry here. The new trend in all the housing right now is having the two-tone cabinets. You got quite a bit of room underneath your sink as well. But I love the way they've done this because it looks really nice with the dark to white. It's been really popular. A lot of people really love that. There is a massive farmhouse sink here too. It does have a residential style shower head here too, which is really great for when you're washing dishes. As you can see, we've pulled the couch out, so you can see that you would be able to use that if you did have a guest stop by or anything like that. It's super easy to put back too, which to me is a big deal, especially if you are a single person, because you don't want something that you're gonna have to struggle with when you're trying to fold it up at the end of the day or in the morning when you guys are getting ready to go somewhere. This is actually the booth I was talking about earlier. It does fold down, so this will push straight down, and that cushion that you had seen in the back under the bed goes right over the top of it. So you could use this for a smaller family member, or if you have a dog. A lot of dog lovers love these because the labs, the huskies, the retrievers, German shepherds, it gives them a lot of space for when you're driving down the road, and they can be real close to you that way as well. The televator is already up. The nice part with that is if you were close to the water, you can always put it back down so you can see the beautiful view. But it's really nice if you want to watch a great movie with your friends and family, you'd be able to. The chairs in the front, which are super comfortable, actually do turn completely around too. So if you were entertaining some guests, you could easily fit 6 to 8 people in here for a nice dinner or to watch a movie together, as in the comfort of the Newmar product. These are really plush. That's another thing. Come in and feel it. It may not be $1 million coach, but it's still going to be really comfortable. It's got a really high back. So if you have somebody with bigger shoulders that's kind of tall, kind of wears on you as you're driving a long distance. This is really nice to have something really comfortable as you're driving down the road. I show this to everybody when I get in these, but one thing that a lot of people forget to mention is we do have an owner support number with Newmar. One of the few brands that actually you can get through to somebody quickly. So if you had any questions that you need answered right away, you can call that number and there will be somebody live that can answer questions for you, or you can go on their website, which is Newble. It's pretty much their version of Google. It's for Newmar, obviously, and if there's any questions you have, you could just type them in if you don't want to talk to somebody live. There's quite a bit of storage up here as well. Same thing, really nice hardware. So the good part with that is, you know, if you needed to get something out of there, hopefully it won't be smacking down quickly. We do have fans in the front, which is really nice for a gas coach as well. That's something a lot of people really enjoy, especially different times of the year when it gets to be a little bit hotter outside. You do have plenty of room in front of the passenger seat for you to be able to charge your phone, lots of leg space. If you needed to read a book or write a book or, you know, work on your laptop or whatever, there's plenty of room for that. Lots of room for your coffee. I like how plush these seats are. They really do feel extremely comfortable. And then with it being a shorter coach, a lot of people ask if these have leveling. It does. It does have an automatic leveling system built in right here. The nice thing with that, when you turn the power on, you literally just push one button and it'll take care of everything for you. You'll actually hear it and feel it working and everything. If you want to see how that works, come in and see me. Or if you want to call me and request a FaceTime video, we can always do that over a FaceTime and show you exactly how it works as well. Once again, my name is Deborah. This has really low mileage. It is brand new, so you'll have full warranty on it from Newmar. It's a great way to start your adventures and an awesome product from Newmar and help you feel really safe and secure on the road. It's only 32 feet long. A lot of people worry about this big windshield, but honestly, it gives you a great visibility of the road. So don't let that intimidate you. I promise you, by the third time you take it out, you'll be really comfortable and just absolutely be amazed at the views that you see as you're driving down the road. You got big, huge, beautiful, safe mirrors too, so it makes it really easy for you to navigate and see everything behind you. You also have one of the best stereo systems on the planet because you do have JBL speakers, so you'll have really good quality control and everything with that. As you're turning, you'll see cameras pop up and lots of other features. So if you have any questions, we'd love to help you get started in your first adventure in a Newmar. The number here is 816-602-3433. And once again, my name's Deborah with Transwest RV.